Let me make sure.
It helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly just put on. I'm gonna check if my channel is live now. I might have to put in a new stream key. Nope, I'm live. Hey, and I had to put in no stream key. Now that's a win.
That is a win in anyone's books, I reckon.
I don't know if anyone has had the issue of putting in stream keys. It's not that pleasant, but for once, it just worked. I didn't have to patronize it. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I've actually chosen to move bases. I know, shocker, right? I moved bases after building a giant-ass base. Welcome to my existence, where nothing will make sense, and if you try and make sense of it, you will go stir crazy.
Precisely.
That's precisely why some people like having me on the realm.
I need to get a mending book for my elytra.
Dude, mending for 10 is going to be the ultimate goal. If we get mending for 10, we're sorted this season. Okay, cool. We have the mangrove log placed. Oh yeah, I need to put one here as well, so... Perfecto. We won't set up any there because that's gonna be janky. But yeah, I'm living in a hole. I know. Would you like this about me? Life is good and life is simple when you live in a hole. Anyhow, let's just get into this building. I do have Raider with me. Raider, can I tell you something a bit funny? My ex last season was named Raider. Last season. That's a bit hilarious. That is some weird level crap, eh? Everyone on the live stream is gonna be like, spoiler, 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 it was a spoiler. Or that was the I don't know. When you name stuff, it always, like, you know, you even name it and then the name, like, I don't know what happened there. But anyhow.
It's strange.
Life is strange, though.
What? These villagers are going ham.
Are they fucking at light speed?
Yeah, they've had one, but they're on to the next already.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to fuck all day long.
They just had 2.
I know people aren't into having, man, they're insanely good at incest, man. Bobby Uncle and Joey Uncle.
A little hard, I reckon.
One's a 20th anniversary frat member or something. Yes,
forever frat boy.
He's forever a frat boy, but now he's improved to incest boy.
Oh. Wait. Let me work properly. First of all, let me get a book and my 10 emeralds.
I think we're also going to... Wait, how the fuck... Oh wait, no, we can get zombies here. That's gonna be a pain.
Yeah, just make a platform and boat them.
Both them, yeah.
God, I hate boating.
Hey, it's better than what Java players have to do when they have to transport things. They have to boat things one by one by one, and some things they can't even boat.
Yeah, I know.
As everyone says, and I'm gonna do this just to purely wind up all the Java players in the comment section. I'm gonna say it. I know I'm gonna say it. I know a bunch of you Okies are gonna be like, "You're wrong, Java's better." I'm not saying Java's better than the Bedrock. I'm not saying Bedrock's better than Java. They're good at 2 different things. Let's just be honest here.
Hey, Marauder?
Yeah, bro.
I have to go now. I'm going with my dad for someone's birthday.
No worries, man.
Yeah, so I'll log off here.
Yeah, no worries.
The villagers are pretty...
Yeah, I'll check on them in a bit. I just want to get this house working first.
Where are you?
In a tree.
Oh,
I'm always in the trees. He's in the bushes. No, right. He's in the trees.
All the equipment for what you need.
Awesome.
So No, just go chuck it in that barrel next to the chest on the
Yeah.
outside. There's 10 emeralds, a book, a boat, and then the lectern is already in the
Thing. Yeah, I need to get this base. The sooner we have a home, the sooner we can improve the living conditions.
Son of Raider left the realm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Getting a home is top priority.
Yep.
Alright. I'll check you.
Yep.
Tonight if you're still up.
I'll probably be still on, dude, knowing me.
Probably. Alright. Cheers.
Cheers. Jesus Christ, the leaves are bad. Okay, so at least now we are making a dent in the mangrove tree population. I am probably gonna need to mend the axe in a little bit though. But luckily, we can actually mend it, and we don't have to spend a half an hour, you know, mending. Also, I'm letting you guys know I will be checking on the comment section in a little bit when my phone is back to decent levels of power. Honestly, I don't know if I should switch to Twitch, then at least I could play music in the background for you guys. And yes, I will be working on updating the quality of the stream at some point. I just need to get that in, you know, decent. I found out it's the bit rate that's the reason why the quality kind of stagnates a bit. It's bit rate and some other rate on OBS, so I will tune that at some point. I think I currently had it tuned for when I was playing zombies on Vanguard. I think that's why it's so shit. Anyhow, let's get back into the business of, I don't know, what would you call it? The business of life, I guess. Yeah, this is coming along pretty nicely now. I don't know what roof design I am going to end up doing. I'm probably going to do, like, I want to keep it kind of like this kind of, underground hobbit-ass look. I don't even know what to call this. Hobbit? Question mark? Who knows? But yeah, at least we're getting the most important thing on the whole base, and that is the pillars. As you know, the pillars will dictate a lot of the things that go into the base. We already have a super smelter in place now, which is kind of good. That came up quicker than I thought. I am gonna probably put, I don't know if I am gonna go with, like, I'm probably gonna put some, like, stuff on the sides here to protect the farm and all that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes along. But for now, we're just getting the pillars in and all that good shit, you know. All the stuff we need to have a good looking base. I still need to build the bedroom compartment, which is down here. I'll work on that at some point. But for now, this compartment is a bit higher on my list of things that I have to do. So we have, you know, this is kind of the cool thing. Look how cool this shit looks from the map, though. You can see where we've been building. Our base is somewhere, I don't know, at the low area. I need to knock down some of these mushroom things, though. I know that's going to be a necessary thing at some point. Okay, let's just get started on knocking out some of these walls quick. I am going to have to knock them out. I am definitely going to have to do a lot of rework on the hill. And that's purely because I need to, like... I'll do that at some point, though. For now, I just need to get it. Luckily, this is a mushroom biome. If you guys don't know the nice thing about mushroom biomes, phantoms can't get us and all the hostile mobs can't get us here. But as soon as we leave, you know. Also, we did go to the deep dark. And surprise, none of us actually died. I don't know what to make of it. Right, we have a glitch blocking our entry. It's lovely. I just need... Also, the chests are going to be very messy for a while. Okay, cool. We have this area actually looking really cool. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know, I might do some kind of theme or something. But now, I need to continue with kind of farming Neverwart currently. I also need to build a wheat farm, pumpkin farm, and basically a bunch of farms. If you know why, you know why. But I do need to actually put an enchantment setup in this base at some point, but for now, I need to figure out where to put the enchantment setup. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to have probably, I don't know if I'm going to have an entranceway here. I might. I think here I might put, I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I know for sure I want to put a smelter here. And a smelter there, so we're going to have to, I don't know if we're going to build a composting smelting system. I think we're gonna have composter in one of the areas. But for now we need the copper block. And some stairs, obviously. You make sure this shit's waxed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to terrain this nicely. So I'm thinking I want to keep it kind of deep flush look, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So for now I'm just going to use some of this copper just to get it looking like... I should have actually gone with copper here as well, but honestly I think the deep slate kind of looks good. I'll probably switch it out to copper at some point, like surface look of it, just keep it coppery. I do like the deep slate every now and then though. Plus, industry is industry, as the saying goes. Okay, cool. We're now getting it looking like a farm somewhat. Cool, now we just need to put the backing on. Just cool, there we go. We have a pocket in this area now. I am probably going to make that roof there higher, but for now I'm going to keep it as is. I want to get this compartment looking like a living space, so yeah. Chest, I don't know where I'm going to put my chest storage area. I might put some on the side of these walls here, just for temporary storage. Something like that, who knows. I do know we have lava next to me though, so I'm going to have to deal with that at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to make this mountain area a lot higher up later. That'll be a later problem though. I don't know, I might actually make it look like a giant ass rock. I don't know, leave that in the, I don't know, chat section. I'm actually just gonna go quickly put my video up, make sure it's looking like a... Okay, chat is working. Lovely. Just gonna say hi, make sure it's working. Live chat on. Message delay none. Blocked words none. Hold only positive messages. I'm not a fan of that. In my opinion, freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I don't know if I ever told anyone the time I got banned off of Call of Duty livestream. Should I even tell that story? I don't know. You guys are interested, don't allow. Oh yeah, let me just speed this shit up real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. I have chat on live and all of that. I'm pretty sure my chat section is fully fixed. So, I don't know. You guys will have to test that, obviously. You know, life is life at the end of the day. But yeah. By the way, I am very excited to see the new Call of Duty coming out. Apparently there's zombies in it. And I'm a big fan of the zombies. I am probably gonna hop on COD. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I'm not really. I might be in a COD mood. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we have section 1. And my... You know what? It actually looks really good on my side. Let me take a look. You know what? It looks a bit pixely, but honestly, I'm kind of happy with the quality there. I know, like, a lot of people... And you know what's the funny thing about live streaming? I'll tell you guys this. I'm not a big live streamer, but I've done it a few times now. You're never happy with your quality on your live streams, man. I am never happy with it. Like, I know it sounds weird coming from someone like me, but I don't know. I can't ever be happy with it. It's just, I guess it's just because I constantly want to see improvement. You know, I have to say, you know, from everyone I've met over the years, I just love seeing improvement with like what I do. Whether it's live streaming, I don't know, work, whatever. You know, I did a bit of welding practice as well today. I was actually kind of happy with myself, not gonna lie. You know, it's obviously not up to, you know, some people would say it's not up to a standard. So, honestly, to be happy with work and to be happy with yourself is a thing that I don't think many people can even say. Like, I think the only time I've ever been happy with myself, like, in terms of, like, genuinely happy with what I've done is if, like, you know, I don't know, like, it's a thing, I guess, you know? You know, recently I was in Durban, and that was kind of fun. I have a video coming up for Durban, by the way. I need to finish fucking editing it, though. I do. And you know, another thing I also just need to comment on, right? I know a lot of people are gonna give me shit for this. I'm gonna say it again. I feel like some of the directions Minecraft is going in is really good, but some of the directions I'm not too sure about, right? So the thing with me and that is, I feel like villages shouldn't be nerfed, but at the same time I can understand, especially being, you know, the owner of community survival, villages, like, on community survival still have, like, a really huge impact on my server. I would say out of everything, they are, you know, the thing that, like, you know, speeds up development of my server the most. And I guess with them being nerfed, you know, future series on the realm, it's going to be a lot slower, especially with the mending and that being changed. That, I know a lot of people are kind of nervous about that. I'm honestly not too fussed about it, you know. You know, you can't stop change. Change will either, you know, you have to go with change or get left behind by change. And I feel like, honestly, this is about time where we had some decent levels of change on our servers and stuff. What am I doing? There we go. This will have to run here and here. I'll set up some temporary blocks right now. It's like, you know, the whole question of, is something actually better? Like, I guess things can be better, but just up to definition, you know what I mean? Like, what defines something's better than another? I don't know. Just thinking about it for a second. Right? Something that's better than something, right? But what scale are you using to measure better? Are you using it in terms of positive? You know, I know there are some people out there, it's like, okay, we need something to be less efficient for something. Let's say you're on a factory line and one of your machines are just too high in efficiency, right? So now, the thing is, it's too high in efficiency, now it's a bad thing that as efficient as it is. But I mean, let's say your thing is working, your machine's working at such a high speed that your backline of your machine, you can't keep supplying it, and your front line's getting, like, stagnated, right? So that's kind of like a thing I would always be kind of a bit concerned about with efficiency. Like, efficiency is key for a lot of things. Jesus Christ, I hate these fucking sound effects on this game. But, I don't know. You have to take things from every side, right? So, sometimes, you know, something to be the very best of something sometimes isn't the best situation, because, you know, the more efficient something is, sometimes the more expensive it is to purchase, or whatever the case is. Like, we've seen that time and time again with graphics cards, electronics. A good example is military equipment, like during World War II. You know, military equipment could be deployed in quite a large mass because it was cheaper to make, largely because of the resources around the machinery, right? So, you know, but then as, you know, technology evolved, obviously that basic stuff got more expensive, like, you know, electronic optics now. Like, you know, most guns have an electronic optic in the US military. That's just something that's kind of interesting to me, right? You know, obviously, I think it was like we had, it's just interesting if you feel like, just look at everything and everything's evolved into something, right? I know sometimes what I say doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, when you're deep in thought and you're just talking to yourself, you kind of do lose yourself. I would say it's kind of similar to the song Lose Yourself in the Music by MMM, like that little track bit there. Sometimes what I think of when I say stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I have to say, it's kind of nice not having to, like, the whole thing is, at the end of the day, I feel like with change and adapting, people can adapt so far to something, but at the end of the day, you will eventually, someone will not be able to adapt to something because they've adapted so much to another thing, right? So, for instance, you know, we developed, like when people developed cooking food, like we had bigger brains, etc. I think a lot of people already kind of know that. Well, the thing I'm trying to say is that, you know, eventually you just have to think about it, right? You know, a lot of people are in different places, right? Everyone develops to something, right? So some people develop towards, you know, being very hardy. Um, but also I feel like, you know, LGB thing, it's a very, very tight rope to walk on, in my opinion. In terms of, you know, what is too far and what isn't too far. Like, in the cases where, you know, transgenders are getting into the female, like, leagues and stuff. Like, oof. Like, you know, maybe develop a league for, I don't know, like, I guess it's such a weird thing, because at the same time, you have to look at their point of view, and then you have to look at your point of view, and you have to look at someone else's point of view and make a decision from there. How far does your point of view support this and that? Like, you know. You know, the whole thing with information being key, in my opinion, is a very valid assessment. Like, information is key to make a decision, but the thing is, information nowadays is so often corrupted by so many things. Like, the list goes on and on in my head. On shit that just gets corrupted by, you know, other people's views and that. But I think that's life. Like, you know, the saying I have to say is sometimes you are a sheep and you follow, sometimes you're a wolf and you hunt and you lead. Where the fuck did I put this shit? Or, anyways, let's just move on with the build. I need to actually get some, like, non-copyrighted music in the background of the videos. I just feel like, because, I don't know, when someone's just quiet like this, it kind of be a bit weird, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, at least in COD, to me that's like a kind of riveting content type, because you're constantly, you know, something's constantly happening. I feel like that's nice, but I know Minecraft's just kind of nice every now and then, live stream and just, you know, see how it's going, you know. Where the fuck did I put my thing? I need to actually keep harvesting the stuff, because I'm thinking over here I might actually develop a bunch of farms, just because we might need farms in the future. But in terms of that, yeah, I'm looking for, I'm looking for mainly, okay, I have the 2 smokers, I have everything here. Okay, I might need the hoppers next. The hoppers were just here, I believe? Nope, next one. I'm gonna say it again, next one. Here we are. Nope. You know, and honestly, I have to say, like, there's so many things you can see in this world, but only so much you can take in at a time. Because, like, think about, like, information, it has to be registered, soaked, rinsed, repeated. So, for instance, let's say you're studying for exam. I know this was the case with me. I absolutely struggled with it, right? And I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, attitude would be key. Yes, attitude is key, but at the same time, just will is also very important. Like, for instance, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, look too positive at a situation, like, you know, I'm gonna study my ass off, I'm gonna get as high of a grade as I can. Now, with some people that was the case. For people like me, that was not the case. The thing was, for me, I couldn't actually, I struggled with, you know, just trying to focus. Because, for instance, you can focus, but now you're focusing on focusing, right? And now that could become an issue when you're learning. You know, only so many paths you can take to something, and those paths can only lead you so far. You just need to, in a way, they are only, it's mental. Think about it. It's mental. Like, you can look at so many aspects of life, but only so many of them lead you anywhere. Bop or beep, you bloody stupid. I thought I was stupid for a second. Turns out I wasn't. I would actually say today was rather productive. All things considered. Jesus Christ, I need to turn this fucking fan off before they makes me go insane. Let me go check out the chat. It's sounding fuck all apparently. Lovely. I know. I need to have that thing that every time like someone, I don't know, messages, it reads it out to me, but the thing is I would then have to like isolate the noise. Like isolate and mute it so that you guys don't have to deal with hearing it, and then I would also have that delay to the chat so that only so many things could be read at any time. Okay, fuck the fan. Let's just take a look at the plan here. So we have this setup, that setup, right? Now I'm thinking maybe a composter could be set up here. Yeah, I'm thinking that will be where we put the composter in, because that would be a pretty decent spot for one. Think about, like, we have the food here and all the waste products here. That would just make logical sense to me, at least. So what's the setup? I'm probably gonna actually just set up a barrel one, because honestly, I feel like rarely ever do I ever produce like enough for some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna actually set up the chest back here, so yeah. This will now go into here. Cool. Long live machine. Cool. I know we're gonna put the enchanting setup, but honestly, not bad. That's not bad at all now. And then I'm also gonna have to like decide on a wall palette. I'm thinking of going with something kind of reddish. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go brick. I'm thinking never red, never brick, and maybe, I don't know, crimson or something. I don't know. I've gone brown so many times over the years. I'm just so tired of the color fucking brown. Don't think quick. What would be my plan here? Okay, cool. Got a plan in my head. Got a plan in my head. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna first of all need a nut chest. I'll go over about a few of them. We are then gonna have to set up some stuff back here. I'm probably gonna go with the same back copper thing, because honestly that just gives a nicer look in my opinion. I have to put this here, here, here. Boom, bada bing. Alright, cool. Alright, and now I'm thinking of actually running this thing. The thing is, think about like conversion over to here. You know what? I think the barrel is just going to be a better option. There is better capacity for it. I don't know. So we have all of the stuff is in now, which is kind of nice. Nice and early setup. Cool. We have furnace 1. Have furnace 2. Set this up here. And there we go. We have a few setups here. Now I could add a bone meal sugarcane farm, but I feel like that just... They are very useful until you realize their greatest weakness, which is that they make a absolute metric fuckload of noise, and it's kind of hilarious how much noise they can actually make. So maybe what I should do, so I have, you know, I'm gonna go here, right? I'm gonna have to just widen this out right now. You know, kind of just give it Not really, like a more scoopy look, so like that almost. Feel like that flow will be nice. So I need to now also to set up all of the barrels. So this, I feel like right here we can maybe put a storage room or there a storage room. Hello, I'm sir. You're trespassing. You are fucking trespassing. And I don't know, roof-wise, I don't know. But we are gonna need the super furnace pretty soon. And that is so that we can actually manufacture red nether brick for our build. But for now, let's go and take a look at the palette that I'm working on at the moment. Right, so we have this wood here that I actually don't use terribly often, but I really like the red hues on it. So we're gonna see if we are able to actually use this for build. Now I could just, look up online, pallets and that, but honestly, I feel like that is kind of cheap. So let's first go with options, which is nether brick, and we're gonna need nether wart now. A farm has to be built soon in this area of mine because I'm gonna need some stuff to get this going. So we have the nether wood here, right? I also feel like that purple wood would look really good, but also that wood just doesn't have enough of a red hue to me to really be effective for what I want. So we have the classic. Well, would it be a classic? Because you don't really see it anywhere else. Honestly, I really like how red it is, but I feel like it's a very strong change. Look at that to this. This is very strong. And honestly, if we are going to go with... What is the other option? We do have the regular one. The regular one is a bit more dull. Yeah, so the one's too dull, the one's too strong. What other blocks do we have in the game that are red and don't scream their color to us? We don't want it too strong. Let's go to red terracotta. Honestly, I can see that working. I can actually see that working, right? That's gonna work. The red terracotta is gonna work. But then we need to get red terracotta. Okay, so we know the red terracotta is going to work. Alright, we know red terracotta. Now for red terracotta, we're gonna need a few types of things to get to go. Nah, I feel like red terracotta, that's a go, right? Let's also take a look at maybe... So we have the slightly bluer one. Now I'm wondering if that bluer one could work with this stuff. Right? Surprise, surprise, that does actually work. And I kind of like it a bit more than the red. I feel like the red's going to... I feel like that darker shade is going to scream a lot more. But also I feel like this looks more like a mushroom biome. Okay, let's look at maybe a brighter option right now. What palette can I think of in my head that is not overly, which is kind of white, but not going to be so bright in that color that it's going to scream? Another idea I had, if I can find the block in question. Ah, don't you love it when you have a... I literally had some of the stuff organized as well. Okay, I'm gonna go run over here real quick, because I feel like that's gonna be a winner. I feel like that purple, I kind of like the change in hues right there. The change is kind of nice. I like how it's not too strong, man. And honestly, a strong hue, I don't like the whole idea of having a very strong change in the block, right? Did I set this to private? Let me go just check if the live stream is on private, because then I'm definitely wasting my fucking time. Alright, so we have the live stream, right? Let's just check if this shit's on private. 34 minutes. Is this on private? What is this on? Is this like a live stream or a semi? Stream? Honestly, we're gonna just share it to a few places real quick. Copy. I'm gonna send it to some of my places where I go when I need it, right? Obviously, my main area is going to be server. We are going to go to YT live stream. pull that set up. I might actually go say hi to Godsmack real quick. I'm tempted. Can't lie. Also, I know for a fact they're not interested. Yeah. Okay, we sent that out. Let me go back to the YouTube thingy maboober. Oh, someone looks to have appeared. Hopefully the chat is finally working. I know, I'm hoping the chat's working. Sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. I need to fix it though. But yeah. I'm thinking that actually might not be a person. Is that a person? I don't know. Sometimes it looks like it's a person, but isn't it sometimes when you double click on the videos? I don't know. Okay, I'm just checking on OBS real quick. We're good. Configure all the files real quick. Okay, cool, we're good to go. Where was the block that I was planning on using? There was a specific color that I knew was gonna look kinda cool. I just realized though, with this kind of darker look, right? So like we could do, like think about it, that's like, I don't know, does that look I don't know if that looks very fungus-like though. Let me go grab a few things. Yeah, I think the live chat's kind of fucked again. Yeah, we had one person for a little bit. I definitely need to fix the chat. I don't know why. But yeah, so we have, I think this is called mushroom stem. Now, I don't know how this is gonna look. Considering mushroom stem, it kind of has this kind of faded look, which I kind of like, kind of looks like in between. So we have this stuff right here. It's gonna be option 2 we have, right? Kind of this kind of transferred fade look, which I kind of like a lot. Let's go to and grab a bone block and see if that is actually going to be a nice enough block to use. Alright, so we have some bone block right here. Alright, so this is kind of cool. I know about that, Chief. Especially in a long line like that, it's going to look rather weird. So I think in terms of blocks, I am going to go with the red kind of look. I also think that's going to be relatively nice for me to use. It also means I don't have to use, and that also means I still have like a use for other blocks. So, it's red. We're gonna go with red. Lovely. Red it is. I feel like the red's gonna be the one. Okay, let's go grab the... Let's now do a little bit of work. I feel like also... Let's just see how this is gonna even look. So we have section area 1. Right, we have some of this stuff that we're going to convert into the Neverwood, the cool wood. So let's see how this looks. Honestly, I thought it was, you know what, it doesn't shoot out at me, which I like. Well, at least now we have... I like that it doesn't scream and also looks different enough from the floor. That's kind of a check for me. But then the question is, if we were to change a bit, right? We were to add this, right? So we have that, and then maybe we do that along most of the wall. Okay, let's just see how this is gonna look with palette change like this. So this would give a use to beetroot though. Do we really want to use for beetroot? Debatable, but let's take a look at how it's actually gonna look. So we have the red stuff here, right? Now is this actually going to... Honestly, I can see it working. thinking. And my little boat is sinking. Okay, I have an idea. So I like how it has a very strong hue though, which is kind of nice. And yeah, I think we're gonna go with it. I haven't used red in a build before, so let's just see how it goes. Let's move all the stuff real quick and see how this is going. We're gonna knock here and here out. That looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just change it out real quick. Instead, I'm going to go with something like this. So now I think we're talking. Now we're talking. Now I think, you know what? I like that a lot more. That still gives us the two-toned, which I want. But it stays pretty fluent, right? And then we could also use this. Yeah, but the thing is the line's a little too strong. I want to keep it faded, but not too high. That. I think we have our plan here, everyone. That's going to be the block palette, I think, for this build. Yeah, and now we can start working on the palette for now. So we know the palette's going to have a lot more. We'll have to, you know, copper when it ages is going to turn green, but honestly, from for another person. That person's probably going to be me, though. I'll lock my ass off. Look at that. Bad. Not actually bad. I'm actually liking that a lot more than I thought it was. And I like it because it actually gives a very deep look to it. Okay, we have the wall kind of concept now, so, you know, at least. Now, I want to actually have a bit more. You know what we're going to do here? I think we're going to knock this inwards. Right here, I want to knock it in a bit more. Just to have some more space. I'll put the piston door in at some point, but not right now. I do want to go with. I want to go here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. That's kind of looking like what I wanted. So yeah, we have the stairs. And I think we're gonna need slime, piston, and all that crap right now. Honestly, let's first finish the interior. See how strong that changes? That ain't gonna work with us, so we want a more natural change, so what we're gonna do here instead, to get a still pretty good change and flow rate, is we're going to go with another block along the side of this block, which is going to be kind of like the root, so we're going to run here. I'm going to put a little stair on here, under here, not bad actually, like this. And then we'll have one additional one like there, right? I'm thinking we have a little bit of a lighting in there, kind of thing. Go here, here. That looks dope. I like that vibe. That gives me kind of cool. But right here is where I'm gonna have to put the piston door in, right here, so that's why I'm marking that out right now. I want to keep it nicely lined up. Okay, let's get started on the most complicated thing of all, and that will be the door. The door, I'm gonna have to use a few blocks for this door. I'm gonna have to use mainly... The biggest block changes are gonna be that I now need pistons, repeaters, and basically everything you can physically think of to make a door like this. And honestly, I'm looking forward to building a door like this. I haven't built one in so long, and I always love how they turn out, so... Firstly, I'm going to need the pistons. I'm going to need about total... So let's just do the counting right now. And by counting, I'm going to need the first check on the other door. So we're going to need some slime blocks and stuff, so... I'm going to need to make like a few of these guys quick. Okay, we have 18. These sticky pistons. 18. Perfect. Alright. 18 sticky pistons. And I'm gonna have to build this whole door in this little space here. This is gonna be a fucking hilariously fun challenge. And everyone knows me, I like a challenge. So we have piston layer 1 and piston layer 2, right? So in total, we want to have a certain amount of room for the actual door mechanism to run. So in total, the door has to come up by a few blocks. So for instance, to do this, we're gonna definitely have to do a little more planning though. If you want something that can really aggravate me, doors like these do tend to do that. So we're going to have the door about this far out. We're going to go with a design for the honey blocks and all that. We're going to go with, I think we'll keep the honey block usage to a minimum for now. Let's just keep this thing looking like a fucking door end. Okay, so now we have 8 of these, 11 of those. Bro, mushrooms are we want about one day. So that's gonna run here and here, right? Now the idea is to keep this hidden, so hidden as best as we can. So we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to move some of the stuff back, honestly. We're gonna have one here, here and here, here and here. Up here, and here. Right. That's the door bit. That's the design, and yes, it looks like a PP. So, we now know where everything has to be. So we now need to set everything up. So, we need it to come down by 2 blocks on this side, 1 block by the top. So, 2 blocks coming down, there's going to be 1 here, right? So to get 2 blocks, we need 2 blocks of clear space. Awesome. Now, we're going to have to do all the timing now. And we're also going to have to move all the blocks that might get caught on the machine. So we have machinery here. On the machine. Okay. I'm definitely gonna need to get some food. Fucking mushroom. Bro, I'm gonna name you. I think Emergency Meat Slinger would be a cool name. Although, that could be taken out of context really fast. So, cool, we have the door, and then we're gonna have the stone here. So we're gonna, for now, load the stone on. It's gonna be here, here, and here, right? And now we need to set up everything. And then the two are gonna be up here. It was at this moment you realized you may have a stuff up. And that's how the door is going to act flush against everything. The way this thing is gonna have to operate is literally keep like a ledge here. Right there. Alrighty, and now we're definitely gonna have to thicken up this whole thing because honestly, we're probably gonna run out of space pretty quick. Perfecto. Look at that. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to clear my inventory sooner or later, so for now I'm going to just craft a bunch of chests and just stack them somewhere. And I probably will forget about them knowing me. Eight bloody chests. Cool. That's the inventory cleared. Who knows what that was? Not me and not my problem. Jesus Christ. So in total, we're gonna have to have a few bits of piston working type situation. Lovely. That's where piston operation comes in. Well, we have to now just make a decently sized cavity down here. Or many circuits. Cool, that's circuit were made. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do the rest of the circuit now. That's gonna take a lot of big brain time. Observers, those are gonna be needed. Observers are gonna definitely be necessary for the project. And along with them, repeaters, more observers, anything basically can be useful for this project. Cool, we have a few observers, some redstone blocks. The redstone blocks are purely here to help me figure out what needs to activate first and all that. So that'll come and then that needs to retract, right? Right, so then this guy here will have to retract. Hello. Who is this? By the way,
Hello.
how are you?
How are you?
Good and you?
I'm good. How's it going, bro?
Oh, Slash, is that you, bud?
Mm.
Fuck, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everything on? How's
On
everything on the realm?
On the community, yeah, been okay. Matthew's been fully banned for the fucking second time now.
Why'd you add him back?
Pierre said we should. He was wrong.
How's Hot Dog doing?
Hot Dog's good. He has another friend as well now, so pretty good.
That's good.
I'm now joining up with Hot Dog as well for this season.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, dog. Hope
Yeah, man.
everything's going well on your side.
Yeah,
How's
man.
life been?
You know, shitty. In our life is in the life of Johannesburg.
Mm.
Yeah.